Hi there guys, welcome back to the channel. So, as you can see, I've lowered my camera. No more floating head, as Dale would say. But yeah, basically this video guys, I'm just going to do a quick news roundup for what I've missed today. I've not had a chance to do any more videos for you. And obviously with the game tonight, I don't want to do a load of individual videos. So I'm just going to ban them all into here, right quick for you. And we'll go over the little updates that we've had today. So, firstly, let's have a quick look at this one, shall we? We'll do these articles first, yeah. So basically, the Fluminense president has spoken about Liverpool's attempt to sign Andre. Now, his quote, well, I'll just read the article to you, and it's got quotes involved as well. So basically it says, Liverpool's attempt to sign Andre from Fluminense last year is still a subject at Fluminense. The club president this week spoke to local media and he detailed what happened around the midfielder as they held him until the end of the Copa Libertadores campaign. The club chief claims it was all worth it as they won the title, and he even gives some details of how much Liverpool had put on the table. Now the quotes are here. We had an offer from Andre of 30 million euros, about 27 million pound, from Liverpool, and we said no, because we had agreed with the player that we wouldn't sell him because we wanted to win the title. Since then, we had a second offer from an English club for well under the same price, which we turned down because we felt it was below what Fluminense expects for the player. The situation doesn't worry us because the relationship with Andre and his management is very good. They both agreed to stay and both understood that he has to go somewhere he wants to go. So I wonder if basically he's holding out for Liverpool still. And then that's the end of the quote, guys. So basically it goes on to say that the important thing is that Fluminense are fully prepared to sell Andre now, with 24 hours still to go. They expect the midfielder to be their biggest sale in history and consider a good offer to be over 35 million euros, so about 30 million pounds. The problem is that since that hasn't arrived at their table yet, they're starting to think that no European club would spend that in the middle of the season. We shall now see if Liverpool will show up with a few million more, although we wouldn't rule that out. The same offer would be accepted in the summer this time. Now, I think there were some rumours or something like that got mentioned basically to say that you can take him now for the 30 mil, but summertime it's 50-55. But you know, the new manager obviously is going to come in. He might not even want Andre, so it kind of is what it is with him there, I guess, isn't it? His boat may have sailed. So that's that one. And then next one, this is from 2 days ago, to be fair, guys. It says here that club convinced Jurgen Klopp can ditch sabbatical idea and manager will listen if they go all out. So this is obviously some club, Barcelona, they think they can get Jurgen to go to them. According to Sport over in Spain, they're claiming that the Reds boss is desired by the Camp Nou side for next season. It said that Barcelona president never hid his admiration for Klopp, who they already pursued in the past. The German manager may have said he wants some time off after leaving Liverpool at the end of the season, but Sport claims that Barca are convinced they can change his mind, as he will listen in case the Catalan side go all out with an attempt to bring him to Spain, since he's always been seduced by that possibility, apparently. There's no quotes here, guys. Barcelona are believed to have a long list of young managers, but as they know the hard task position holds, Klopp represents an experienced option who has already proved himself. And then they've just added something at the end here. We must point out how obvious that story, or perhaps even that operation, is, and it's indeed not unlikely that Barcelona would attempt such a thing. The question is if Klopp must change his stance so early after leaving Anfield next summer. I don't think that Klopp would tell us that he wants a break and then go join another club straight away. I know he kind of did that with Dortmund and us, but I think, wasn't it like 4-month gap, 6-month gap? I can't remember, to be fair. He left in the summer, didn't he? And then he joined us in October. So it wasn't a full year, but I don't think he'd do that, guys. I really don't. If there's any management job that he might take, it would be the German international job, because obviously Nagelsmann's contract runs out in the summer after the Euros, so that is potentially the only job that I think he could take, but other than that, I just can't see this happening. Next up as well, I guess this one's been going around a fair bit with the conspiracy theories surrounding why Jurgen's leaving Liverpool, but you know, there's been no official announcement for it until today, 5 hours ago. It says here that Liverpool Football Club filming unique documentary series. Filming is underway of a new multi-episodic documentary series about Liverpool Football Club to broadcast after the end of the 23-24 season. The exclusive production will delve into LFC's rich history, its profound connection with its supporters, and provide first-hand insight into what makes the club, including its men's and women's teams, a success on and off the pitch. It will give fans and viewers a unique insight into the club and will bring LFC's story to a wider audience than ever before. When they say it will give fans and viewers, you know for a fact they're going to get these sites that are closely connected with the club involved. And that's not jealousy, guys, that's just pointing out a fact, you know. These fan groups are very close to them, so you would think that they would have some involvement. It might be a small snippet here or there, but they'll be involved. Cameras will follow Jurgen Klopp and his team throughout his final season at the club. The documentary will subtly capture the team in areas agreed by the manager and players without encroaching on private spaces. So it says here, like, the cameras will follow him and his team throughout his final. So they've been doing it already then? Doesn't say the final end of his season. You know, like the back end, it says throughout his final season. So to me, that reads from start to end. So maybe this has been, I don't know. Maybe I'm just reading too much into that. All this will be alongside an exploration of club's journey to the present day and telling of human stories against the epic backdrop of the club. And then it just tells you who it will be filmed by. And then there's some quotes here from Klopp. With this being my final season, I thought we should provide a rare opportunity for viewers to have a more of an inside look at what makes this club so special. It's people, from our fans to our players and to those who work so hard behind the scenes, constantly in pursuit of success for Liverpool. Thanks to this new documentary series, viewers will be able to see what I see every day at this great club and understand those amazing people more. I don't even sound like something Klopp would say. But it is what it is, isn't it? He's reading something that he's been told to read. He might agree with it, but doesn't sound like a paragraph that Klopp would make up by himself, does it? So yeah, guys, the only thing I can see I'm taking away from this is just that word in there. Is this been happening the whole season, or is it just from now onwards? It's just the way it's worded, like, cameras will follow Jurgen Klopp and his team throughout his final season at the club. So that to me reads start to end, not from January till May. I don't know, guys. You have a think about it and let me know in the comments. Now, let's get into some of this juicy stuff, I guess, that's come out today. So, this one's just broke now. And basically, it's Dominic King is saying that Liverpool have targeted Jansen Moreno to be the new head of opposition analysis. Moreno is well respected within the industry, previously worked at Huddersfield, Norwich, and is currently with Gibraltar FA. That's it, guys. No idea who this guy is. He's going to be the opposition analysis. He's worked at Huddersfield and Norwich, and he's currently at Gibraltar. Be that as it may, like some comments here, like excellent opposition analysis when they slipped to a 14-0 defeat to France. Let me know in the comments, guys. I don't have anything to say on that. Other than, I don't even know, guys. It's a nothing thing, innit? And then this one here, I've had this said to me now for a few days from one of you guys, Spectre. Puts comments down below a lot and mentions it. I think he's mentioned this guy at least 2 or 3 times since the whole Klopp news came out. Now, Florian Plettenberg at Sky Germany has basically said, yes, Tim Stenton, if that's how you pronounce the last name, sorry, is one of the candidates to become the new sporting director at FC Liverpool. Tim, I'm going to just call him, is happy at West Ham as their technical director. He has finalised the deals for Alvarez, Ward-Prowse, Kudus, Phillips and more. No direct contact with Liverpool at this stage. So basically, to me, that sounds like Liverpool just putting the feelers out to see if he's interested. Now, Spectre's been saying that Liverpool were looking at this guy before we got Schmadtke. Now, I did have a quick look, and I can't see anything. But if anyone can see out in regards to us looking at this guy before we went to get Schmadtke, please just let me know down below and I'll have a look at it. But there is an article here also from the Daily Mail from Lewis Steele. He was the guy that mentioned something yesterday, which I can't remember now off the top of my head what it was. But he's now got this article out here as well, so I'll read it verbatim to you. West Ham are braced for an approach from Liverpool to poach highly rated sporting director Tim after the January transfer window. The Premier League leaders are in the market for a new sporting director after George Schmadtke announced he will leave the club at the end of the week. The German is one of 5 high-profile departures at Anfield, including his close ally Jurgen Klopp and 3 coaches. Ugh. Is he really high-profile? Liverpool had already seen former sporting director Edwards reject the chance to return. No, he did, but it was going to be rejected no matter what. Return to the club in a new role. After Mike Gordon, president of the owners FSG, floated the idea of him occupying a more senior role to oversee the restructure of the club. But West Ham's Tim has emerged as a leading candidate to occupy the sporting director role, alongside Bournemouth's Richard Hughes. Now, I have seen him mentioned a few times. Mail Sport understands no official approaches have been made yet, as that would be bad etiquette, during the final days of a transfer window. The Hammers, though, are braced for interest in their lauded transfer chief, who joined the East London club in the summer, but was heralded for replacing Declan Rice with a flurry of shrewd signings, including James Ward-Prowse, Kudus and Alvarez. Tim is 44. I'm just going to keep calling him Tim. Sorry, guys, but it makes me laugh. Tim also worked at Bayer Leverkusen and was responsible for bringing top Reds target Xabi Alonso to the club as manager, plus several key players leading their Bundesliga title tilt. While he was at Werder Bremen before that, he also signed the likes of Kevin De Bruyne and Gnabry. David Moyes and Tim started on the wrong foot but have patched up relations. Nevertheless, the sporting director believes he should have more control of the club, and sources have suggested he is not entirely settled. The German was also keen to bring in his young brother and another friend as part of his operation at West Ham in scouting capacity, as he looked to stamp further authority at the London Stadium. But West Ham are now worried that Tim could leave if Liverpool come calling. He is said to be one name on a list of targets to replace Schmadtke in a new look structure at Anfield, along with Bournemouth's Richard Hughes and several others. The former midfielder joined Bournemouth technical team under Eddie Howe upon his... They're on about Richard Hughes now. Under Eddie Howe upon his retirement from playing, and was later promoted to technical director. He has overseen a data-driven approach to the transfer window under the impressive new boss Areola. Sources close to the Cherries insist that Hughes is happy on the South Coast and he is fully committed to his work at the Vitality Stadium. But like Tim, it could be hard. It could be a hard offer to turn down if Liverpool were to come calling. Liverpool's glory era under Klopp came partly because of the shrewd operations at a transfer level from the likes of Edwards. The two worked in tandem rather than any hierarchy, and there's a strong feeling they will appoint a sporting director before going all out for a new manager, which it does make a little bit of sense. Alonso, who has a relationship with Tim, has been touted as an early frontrunner. Liverpool's recruitment process is being run from Boston by FSG, and they are keen to take their time with a data-driven approach to get the right man to succeed Klopp. And that's basically the article, guys. What do you think, guys? What do you think's most likely? Being perfectly honest with you, I think the only reason why we're seeing this Tim guy being linked is because Xabi Alonso is the favourite to replace Klopp and the journalists are putting, you know, 2 and 2 together to get 4, whatever. You know, if Alonso was not as highly linked with Liverpool, would we see this link with this Tim guy at West Ham? I'm not too sure. The Richard Hughes guy at Bournemouth is quite interesting, to be fair. You know, that name is it's come completely out of nowhere. There's no link there. There's nothing to make you think, oh, you know, maybe. You know, there's nothing there for that one. So I do kind of believe that one. But this Tim guy, I'm 50-50. I'm not sure, just based on what I've just said about the whole Alonso situation. But yeah, guys, that is it for this video. Let me know down below what you think on everything I've just covered if you've got all the way to the end. And give the video a like, it helps with the algorithm. And I'll probably see you on the live stream over on Cop Talk after the game, sorry. And yeah, I'll catch you in the next one, guys.